Hey guys, Adam here from Travel Inspired. In today's video, I want to talk about the Fujifilm X-T20. Before we get cracking, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and also hit the little bell. Okay, let's get going. I've been shooting with the X-T20 for the last 6 months here in Bougainville, Papua New Guinea, taking both photographs and video, and I want to talk about some of the pros and cons that I've picked up over that period of time. My budget was around 1,500 New Zealand dollars. The Fujifilm came in just below that at 1,470 New Zealand dollars, I think it was. I spoke to some friends that were shooting on the X-T2 as well as the X-T20, and they had nothing but good things to say. I picked the camera based purely on its photo capability, which I have to say been amazing, super impressed. Contrasty, punchy, crisp, sharp pictures that come straight out of camera as JPEGs with minimal post edits needed look really excellent, and much like the photographs that you get from the X-T20, the video also looks fantastic. The second reason that I went for the X-T20 was the size and the weight. I bought the 16 to 50mm Mark II kit lens with the X-T20 and also purchased the Rode Video Micro. All up, that weighs 620 grams. Feels amazing when carrying it. It really doesn't get too heavy, you know, carried all day long on your shoulder in a bag over your neck, and it's all good. Now, over the past 6 months I've started to shoot video a lot more than I thought I would, and there's definitely pros and cons using the X-T20 with video. I shoot all of my video on 1080. You can shoot 1080 for 15 minutes and then it will cut out and you have to start over again. For the type of videos I'm doing, that's not a problem. However, if I was shooting a podcast or an event or an interview, that may be an issue. You get several frame rates that you can pick shooting 1080. You can go anywhere from 24 up to 60. I'm using 60 frame rates per second for the buttery slow motion, 30 frame rates per second for the vlogging style YouTube videos. So this is shooting on 30 frame rates per second, and I'm using 24 for the more cinematic travel adventure type videos that I'm filming. At 4K you can only shoot for 10 minutes straight and then you have to start over. So you can only shoot from 24 frame rates per second up to 30 frame rates per second. So you're not going to get that real smooth, buttery, slow motion look and feel. So it's something to consider if you want to shoot 4K and you want to shoot lots of slow motion. There's a couple of other features that may or may not be a pro or con for you. Probably not a pro, but mostly a con. The first one, if you're using a tripod, that once you've got the tripod plate or the foot screwed into the X-T20, it partially covers the battery and the SD card. So you won't have quick, easy access to the battery and SD. You'll have to take the camera off the tripod, unscrew the plate, get your battery or SD card, replace it, screw it all back in, and it's really a bit of a faff. I know you can get a bracket that works around, but as the camera comes out the box, it's a little bit of a pain, a little bit of a nuisance. If you're using an external microphone, as I say, I'm using the Rode Video Micro, you'll need to buy an adapter to plug in your microphone into the X-T20. The X-T20 has a 2.5mm socket, therefore you'll need to get a 3.5 to a 2.5 phono adapter. Now you can pick up these quite easy, but it's a real pain if you forget the adapter, you can't use the microphone. If you're a vlogger, the screen doesn't rotate right the way up, so if I was holding the camera and vlogging, I wouldn't be able to see if I was in shot or what the focus or the exposure was doing. Some of the positives with the design, it looks amazing. I love the retro look, and it's really a quite subtle piece of kit. When I'm out and about, if I'm in the marketplace or I'm in town, if I approach people and ask them for a photo, it's not so daunting, and you can kind of, yeah, like I say, sling it over your shoulders, quickly get a photo of people, and they don't kind of go, whoa, what's going on? You know, they don't kind of look all nervous, and yeah, you can get those more kind of subtle looks. In terms of build quality, it's really a huge thumbs up from me. The toggles on top of the X-T20, it's got like a real good kind of like a real thud to it. It feels really quality. It feels really good quality. As I've already mentioned, the size and the weight was a really big positive for me. The camera weighs 383 grams minus the lens. So with the lens and with the Rode Video Micro, it's just over 600 grams, at 620 grams. And one of the things that I really like as well that they offer is a micro USB. So I can charge the X-T20 on the go using an external battery pack. I can just plug it in and get a bit more juice and get some more photos and more videos from the camera. And how do I really feel about it? I absolutely love the camera. It's amazing. So one of the key things for me was I wanted a camera that looked great and performed great and was small and compact and have it on me at all times. Like I say, I picked the camera based purely on its photo capability, which I have to say been amazing, super impressed. Out of camera, amazing results, both video and photos. But you really need to think about the type of photos and the type of video especially that you're wanting to capture. If you're wanting to capture long footage and if you're wanting to do slow motion, maybe the FUJI X-T20 isn't ideal for you. I hope you found this video useful, and if you shoot with Fuji yourself, let me know what you think the pros and cons are down in the comments. I'd be really interested to know. I can't wait to get out and shoot some more photos and video with the Fuji. In the meantime, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and I'll see you next time. Cheers guys!